Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how I edit my Instagram photos. So a lot of you guys ask me on Instagram like, what apps do you use, yada yada yada. I've done a video like this on my channel before, but I just figured I'd do an updated one since I've kind of changed around what I do for my Instagram photos. So if you're interested in this video, please keep on watching. Sorry for this brief interruption, but first and foremost, everybody got flaws, y'all. Please ignore. I do not have a booger in my nose, I promise. It's like Vicks Vapor Rub. I put a little bit in there, you know, while you're taking a nap so your nose don't get stopped up. So y'all just ignore that. And then also, honey, we're not gonna look at the wig. Wigisha is having a day. I know y'all see it. We all see it. And it's okay. Pay attention to the content, not my lace front. Thank you. So first of all,
look at my lips, you're ruining it.
So first of all, before I wanted to dive into the apps and everything like that, I wanted to share with you the environment that I try to take my pictures in. So I try to be mindful of like the background. Is the background aesthetically pleasing? Where's the light coming from? So are we getting light from the sun? So right now I'm filming in 100% daylight, and the sun's really like back here past my windows. My windows are right here, so it's not like the best lighting right now inside my apartment. But if I go outside, I kind of go towards the sun. There's some instances where you can get too much sun. Don't look directly into the sun. But sometimes those pictures can turn out great, or they can turn out like just overexposed. But just find the light, face it, and take your picture. You don't want the light to be behind you, because then it's not gonna look flattering to the face, I guess. So the next thing I wanted to tell y'all is what I take my pictures on. If I'm filming a video, I'll take my pictures on my Canon 80D, and I either use my Nifty 50. I'm not sure, I think it's a 35mm. It's linked at the bottom of every video that I use, the equipment that I use, in the description box. But sometimes I'll use that if I'm taking pictures after I film. Otherwise, I use my iPhone. So this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max with the 3 cameras on the back. Usually I just use the selfie camera. So what I'm gonna do right now is I want to take some pictures on my phone. So these are gonna be the ones I edit, so you can see how I take my pictures. In this part I can't screen record, but we'll screen record the editing. Sometimes I do like try to get some, I don't want to pull my plant over, but some foliage in the picture, so that would make this picture look that much better. So I'm gonna do that. If y'all want to see, I'm like all up in here. Alright, so I've taken a few pictures. I'm gonna go ahead and start the screen recording now. Let me slide over so y'all can see. So I'll start with the pictures that I just took, and these are the different pictures. And so first I'll start off by going through and see which ones that I like, and I'll heart them, favorite them. Look at my wig, honey. Like this one. Regardless, we gonna have to fix this wig. Oh, it's just sitting on there, y'all. I honestly just smacked this wig on here for the video. Do not go out the house looking like this unless you're wearing a hat. Okay, so those are all the pictures I just took. So we're gonna go to favorites, and out of these are the ones that I am going to edit. So then I'll go to Lightroom, and Lightroom is an Adobe like app. I'm not 100% sure if you have to have an Adobe subscription to use it. I think you do, but it's completely worth it, especially if you're putting this much effort into editing your photos. Like, hopefully you're doing it and getting paid for it. But okay, So the ones that I favorited, mine kind of auto-populates in Lightroom, or you can hit add to add from your camera roll. And then I've learned that the ones with the check marks are the ones that I favorited, I think. Yeah. So those are the ones that I favorited. So what I'll do is I think this is the one I'm gonna wind up using, but I'll just take this one for example, and I'll do auto and see how it kind of adjusts the photo. Right now my makeup and my skin is not looking all together because I do have a tan, but I still like to saturate my photos a little bit more. So we're gonna bump this up to like 10. And I'm the type of person, I mean, my photos are edited, so suck it up, y'all be okay. So from here, like, you can adjust pretty much anything you want to adjust as far as like exposure, highlights. Do you want your blacks blacker, stuff like that. Then I also like to go into detail, so I'll sharpen my photo some just because I like it sharp. Then noise reduction. Noise reduction will change your life as far as like how soft you want your face to look or how not. And so I try not to go hard at 40, but we'll do like a 36. So we looking a little bit smoother, a little bit more vibrant. Then effects, you can take away the texture and that'll smooth you completely out and you'll look fake, so don't do that. Or you can turn it up and you'll see just every little thing. So if I mess with texture, usually don't go too far past like a 4, because you really start to look like super smooth. Anyway, same with clarity. Clarity does the same thing. Like, it softens you up. Under details, if I do noise reduction, I usually don't do too much in the other areas just because I don't want to look super duper uber fake. So from here, like, that looks okay. You can go to healing, and like I got this little pimple right here. You can touch that up by clicking on it. Same with, for some reason I've been like breaking it out around my nose and my forehead area, and we're not addressing this lace front right now, but we'll just do that, and that kind of cleans up the mouth or the pimples and stuff like that. So from there you can copy this setting, since all of them are pretty much taken in the same light, and then I'm just gonna paste this on all the other ones that were my favorite photos. Now usually after I do this, I kind of narrow down which photo I think is gonna look best on my feed. So I like this one, but you know, my mouth look a little weird. This one, it's okay. Let's see how it looks cropped. So 4x5 is the like longest 4x5 is the longest like settings you can use on Instagram to fit a picture in. So let's crop it and see. Okay, this is not bad. I do like this. This is the original one we were working with, which that might still be in the running. Crop it like that. That's not bad. Okay, sorry, my sister called me. But this one looks okay. Sometimes I go ahead and, like I said, crop to see if this is like what I'm feeling. I actually kind of like that. Oh, but I don't know, this one's coming for the girls. I like this one. This one is giving me like, I don't know, vibes. We're gonna just export these two. The magic, so the coloring and adjusting all that happens in Lightroom, and then the magic happens in Facetune. So I know a lot of people are like iffy about Facetune because people can like morph their bodies and stuff, but editing a picture is just that, editing a picture, okay? So I'm gonna go in with the first one that I really like, and we're gonna go in and whiten. Now a lot of times I just do this to my eyes, so I like whiten the white in my eyes, and a lot of people always comment on my teeth and they're already white, okay? But sometimes I do have to touch up my teeth so they match the whiteness of the white in my eyes. You want to make sure you're not like discoloring anything else when you do that. Right now I haven't done anything to my teeth. I feel like sometimes when you whiten your teeth, like they look extra fake or they point out more, but you barely can even see the difference with me tapping on it. So we're gonna save that, and then like there's a patch tool. So if you don't use healing on Lightroom, you can use patch on here to kind of like patch up any bumps you may have that are just being obnoxious and want to say hello to everybody when nobody asks them to show up to the party. So you can kind of just touch up like that, and those single spot touch ups look better than just smoothing your entire face. Now that's not to say we're not going to use the smooth tool, because we are going to use the smooth tool a little bit and kind of smooth out a little bit of the texture, not just straight blurring the texture, but just smoothing it out. So I'm just touching up, and once we gonna go ahead and smooth this all together, and that looks real bad right this second, but we're gonna fix it up. So from there, I always do details and go over my jewelry. I go over like my earrings, my eyes. Y'all be asking about my eyes. I don't want to tell y'all the tea, but the tea is I detail my eyes, okay? So y'all can get all that blue coming off my contacts. Sometimes I do my brows. And you can do the hair, but you don't want to do like too much, especially if you got like makeup in your hair like I do right here. You don't want to do too much. And then sometimes I do detail stuff in the background, so you can detail the plants if you want, but those are the little differences that makes. Alright, so we're gonna save that, and then we're gonna go into tones. So tones is important when your hairline edge is looking like this and you just need to touch it up. You can pick a color from your hair already, and then you can kind of just sweep over it, and it'll kind of like put that color back. And you gotta be careful with it because you don't want to do like too much. So like that looks real strong. So what I'm gonna do is erase a little bit around, so it's not looking like too fakey. Okay, so that looks better. We're gonna do a little bit of tones over here too, because this just is looking a little bit. So if I do it like that, then I gotta go back in, and honey, we're gonna put a little bit of tone. Ooh, not that hard. See, when you do it too hard, it look like, girl, that's fake. Ooh, that's not the eraser. You don't want it to look like too harsh. So that looks pretty good to me. Like that looks pretty good. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back in, I'm not gonna lie, and we gonna extra smooth right here. Just the line where that lace is just showing up and showing out. We gonna smooth that out a little bit around here. And if it's like just obnoxious, you could erase some of that, but for me, Okay, that looks pretty good. And if you need to detail it back up just a little bit, you can do so. So that looks good, and that's pretty much, you know, it for this picture. If you want to detail your lip gloss, you can. Sometimes it just looks extra sometimes when your gloss is already popping. This is the Fenty Beauty Glass Slipper. So I'll save that to camera roll. At this point, after editing that photo, I think like that's gonna be the one that I post over this because I like the green. So from there, this is each app you upload your picture in is gonna kind of lower the quality of it. So that's why when I export from Lightroom and stuff like that, I try to save it in the highest quality or the highest, you know, specs. And then from here, the last place I go, and this is usually optional because this kind of just adjusts the color for me, and this is VSCO. Not the last place I go actually, but this is an optional step. So sometimes I'll go in here and I like C1. Sometimes I'll put that on there and turn it down a notch, or I'll go to first I'll go to sharpen and sharpen the image, not too much. Saturation, I love my saturation, so we'll go 0.8. And then I like VSCO because you can like make your skin more yellow if it's too orange, or you can make it more red if it's like not, you know, where you want it to be. As far as like if you need to turn the saturation up but you're starting to look orange, you can like yellow it up a little bit. And then I do put a little grain on my photos sometimes, not much, and I want to saturate just a little bit more. Okay, so that's how I like it. And although, like I said, my skin is not matching right here from my face to my neck, but baby, that's what a 10 is. That's just me, okay? And so then we're gonna save that, and you wanna make sure you don't have this little VSCO thing on the side, because we won't do watermarks. Not other people's watermarks, we do our own watermarks. And for anyone who's an influencer who is watching, the way I do my watermarks is through Pixlr. And so if you go to Pixlr, that's a picture that I uploaded to my Instagram. But so from here, I'll go text, and then I'll type in my Instagram name. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because if you're here, you're on Instagram. You're looking to edit your pictures for Instagram, so go ahead and follow me. So I use this and make it smaller. I like to put it in a place where it's not like super noticeable, because a watermark is just like so nobody is stealing your photos. So like I could put it down here and maybe like lighten it, which you really can't see it at this point. Or like, let me move it up a little bit. So if I put it right here, and this one don't let you like curve it around stuff, so it's just like an angle. So I could do it like that, and then this changes the opacity of it. So we're just gonna do it. Okay, 92 is not bad. And then it's not really noticeable unless you're looking hard. I want it noticeable enough if someone reposts this picture and they don't like tag me, that people can see like, oh, there's her @ name, let me go follow her or whatever. So from there, we'll save the image, and then we go to Instagram. So I am a person who like, I have a backup IG so I can know how my feed is gonna look. And so from there, I'll like add photo, make sure it looks good with my feed. Right now I kind of have this blue thing going on, and it actually does. That's a good pose. That's a good pose. Yeah. Some other pictures that I've edited in the same exact way are these photos. But these photos, I only took them through Lightroom, and that's it. I didn't edit this setting powder on my neck, but nobody's paying attention when they got all this to look at. Alright, so that's all I do, y'all. It ain't much to it. I mean, it kind of is much to it if you want to put all that effort in editing your pictures, but that's how I do what I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If y'all are interested in this makeup look, I did one similar on my channel already. Yes, I just threw this makeup on so I could show y'all how I edit my pictures because y'all been asking. And so here it is. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and join the gym squad. That basically means you're joining a community of people who are committed to loving themselves authentically and to promote a positive community. Yes, I think that's all. I need to get that down pat because I be saying something different every time, but y'all get the gist. Positivity, love, and authenticity. That's what we're all about here on my channel, and that's all I have for you guys. I love y'all, and never forget, at the end of the day, without regrets, love yourself and be you tenfold. Bye, guys. Look up close. Oh, videos are deceiving. Cause this look good, honey. Minus this. What it is? What's up? Then my edges right there, y'all. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. Cause that looks good. But the photos will show you. Lifting.